TV. Gonna grab a drink or three, because you know it's always 5 o'clock somewhere. Two lads from Yorkshire and another bloke from Somerset. Something to chew in the fat with each other, you never quite know what you're gonna get. Marty's a spark and his barbs are sharp, he has us crying. For an electrician his banter is electrifying. Neil's a designer, the guy with the cider. John is the landlord and they're all on Happy Hour TV.
Hello and welcome. It's always 5 o'clock somewhere, so thank you so much for taking time to come and watch us three and a bit of pub banter. Welcome to Happy Hour TV. A couple of things, hit the subscribe button and tap the bell bit. That'll remind you when we're next on. And if you like what you see, tap the like button and help us out in some kind of YouTube way. I don't really understand it myself, but you can do that. Quick catch up, guys. It's been another week. Can't believe these weeks are flying by. What have you been up to this week, Mark?
This week I played my first friendly football match on Saturday.
Very good.
Managed to grind out a 1-0 win.
Oh, well done.
So yeah, it started off pretty well. So yeah.
Very good.
The night's just been work, so
yeah,
it's been good.
I bet that was a stretch on the legs, wasn't it? Having not been out for a while.
Yeah, it's getting harder. Still think I can do it, but we try.
Go on, John. What have you been up to?
I've been decorating. So I'm sat in my kitchen. I'm sat in my kitchen, which is a bit of a work in progress.
Oh, okay.
So I've had a fabulous time decorating.
And
it's looking good though.
And
right.
Getting the kids ready to go back to school, which is a fabulous thing. A bit of peace and harmony today. They went back today.
Oh, lovely. Oh, that's...
So I'm a happy man.
Yeah. Cool. I think for me, what have I been doing? Just lots of editing, graphic design stuff. There was something. I've been spending money. I don't know whether that's a good thing or not, but you know, when
I love that.
Yeah, I don't mind. I bought myself a new bag. It's a decent, hefty duty bag. Quite pleased with that, and it's all kitted out with me.
That looks like it would just fit straight in the glove box.
It's
first aid kit, fit in the glove box.
Nice big chunky bag. Really.
What's that for, Neil?
Just DJ gear, just for the the cables and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because I'm cracking boxes. You know those plastic crate type boxes. Forever breaking them. And I thought, I just need to get myself a decent work bag, and it's really, I'm really pleased with it. Yeah. Cool. Right. What are we drinking today then, chaps? I've got always me champion and me Thatcher's. I'm on Thatcher's Vintage. So I'm gonna crack that on. Let's get that going. What have you got, Mark?
Well, I've gone back to Saltaire Brewery again.
Is that because you were mocked for Lidl last week?
Oh.
No, that was just cellar stock, Neil. Cellar stock.
That's a lovely drop, is Cascade.
Yeah. Cascade is a nice one that Saltaire do. Yeah, so I've gone back there.
Very good.
Nice favourite.
Very hoppy, isn't it?
Yes.
And John, what's your tip order today? What are you drinking?
Well, I've got a couple on the go. So what I've got is I've got a pint of porter at the minute.
Oh,
that's dark by Stockfold Brewery.
Yeah, I can vouch for that.
I've also got a little bit of vino by Barramundi.
Okay.
And
the last time I drank red wine was for the Godfather movie day, and I watched all the Godfather films, and I sat and drank red wine and ate pizza for a whole day. Red wine pizza, and just enjoyed watching Godfather movies. Yeah, absolutely.
Heaven.
Yeah, it was a perfect day off. It was, watch all the films and enjoy some red wine. Yeah, perfect. Right, let's all say cheers then.
Excellent.
Let's get your glasses up. Cheers. Clinky. Nice. Cheers. Well done, gents. Thank you to all the viewers. We've enjoyed doing these little shows, and the views are climbing. The views are doing really good at the moment, so I'm really pleased. Yeah, doing really good. We got a special guest today, and we'll invite him in. Our special guest is the guy who did our opening titles for us. He's done the lyrics. Another chap did the rock music bit underneath. Yeah, we'll get him on. The chap's name is Wilko Wilkes. Let's see if we can get him to join the room. Hello, Wilko.
Hello, how are you doing?
Thank you for joining
me. Nice to meet you all.
Thank you for joining us. We've heard the title tracks, so we won't play it again. And if people want to listen to it, they can go back and have another listen. But you're the lyrics man. You're the guy that's done the rap for us, done the lyrics for us.
I am, yes. It was short notice, but we pulled something out of the bag, didn't we?
It was a bit short notice. Yeah, we had a bit of a problem. We won't go there. We'll save that for a bit later on. But yeah, it was good. Thank you for joining us, and we want you to kind of be part of the team for tonight. So enjoy the experience, if you like. But we've got a couple of questions. So I'm going to invite Mark that way. Mark, can you start us off with a couple of questions for Wilko, please?
Yeah, sure. Well, we're just thinking, what actually got you started with performing, and then we writing music as well? What made you start off in that way?
Yeah, so it's something I've always been interested in. I love music. From a bit of a musical family. My dad's like a really good keyboard player, like grade 8 organist. He makes his own music. He used to play in prog rock bands and things like that. So I used to go to loads of gigs and live music and stuff, and I always loved it. I always loved the front men and the sort of passion. I love the way that music can make you feel emotions, give you that adrenaline rush, and like I really enjoy like lyrical skill. So I listen to all sorts of music. I don't really just listen to hip hop, but for me, I don't really play an instrument very well, but I feel like I can use my voice quite well, sort of as an instrument. Again, I'm not the best singer in the world, so rap is my thing really, and I can do it quite well, quite fast, quite clear, and yeah, just love it. And so it's something I always wanted to do, but it's I do find it's quite a vulnerable thing to do, performing and sort of putting yourself out there. So I had a lot of sort of anxiety and things, and I went through a bit of like therapy for that and counselling and things like that. And as part of that process, it kind of came out that this was something that I really wanted to do and needed to work to sort of get those barriers out of the way and give myself the confidence to actually sort of pursue it.
Oh, excellent.
It's very rude of me, Wilko. What are you drinking tonight? We've already done our cheers, but we'll do another cheers now that you're on.
Absolutely.
I didn't want to offend anyone, so I've got a beer, a Coors Light, as they
Coors, yeah.
Yeah, and I've also got a bit of your old vintage cider.
Good man. Good man. Well, I'll say cheers to that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Henry Weston.
Dilly.
Cheers.
Dilly.
Very good, very good. I'm glad to see a bit of cider. Go on, tell us, when did you find out that you could write lyrics or do the lyrics really quick? Because you're not slow. I've heard some of your lyrics, and you really do, they rattle off really quick. I'd get tongue-tied. I can't even say seashells. Do you know what I mean? It's so...
Yeah. Well, I guess when I was at I suppose when we were like teenagers, used to laugh about and sort of try and beatbox and freestyle and things like that a lot. But I used to like learn other people's raps, like Eminem and Kid Rock. And
do you remember? Is there one that you particularly remember?
There's all sorts. Nowadays, everybody want to talk like you got something to say, and if it comes out when they move their lips, it's just a bunch of gibberish. Exactly like you forgot about Dre. That was a classic one.
Excellent. Very good.
Apologies for that one.
Excellent.
Brilliant.
But yeah, writing's a different matter. Though you're right. It's Well, that's what I kind of wanted to challenge myself to write, you know, because it's a lot of writing. Sometimes I'll write a song and it's only 2 minutes. I've got like 1,000 words there. But it is a challenge, but I definitely enjoy it. It's something that I always wanted to do, and it's a good feeling once you get it done.
It's a clever.
Do you do all your writing alone as well? It's a solo performance, but do you do all your preparation and your performing pretty much alone?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, I think I'll maybe work better in that way anyway. I did have a couple of things before I got into rapping. I've done like a couple of bits. One of my mates and myself, we did like a bit of an acoustic duo and things like that. But then it just becomes easier to manage the whole process when you're on your own. You don't really have to rely on where somebody else is, or, you know, kind of I can plan it myself. And so basically, on my own so far. I've been doing it about a year now, like properly focusing on it for about a year. And I've got loads of unfinished songs, but a few finished ones as well.
Shall we play a little bit? Shall we play Stick Around? Just like
a go for it.
Definitely.
30 seconds to a minute. Let's bring it up. I'm going to say that.
Wilko Wilkes, stick around, you'll see what I mean. Knock, knock, it's me again, I'm back. I had to get back in it and release myself with rap. So it's Wilko with another flow. Well, I've been building all my lyrics up so I can do a show. I've been writing these rhymes for 31 years, but keeping it inside, not able to face it to my fears. I've got to pack it all in time because I'm in arrears. So now I've got my coat off and I'm moving through the gears. Well, time flies by in the blink of an eye. You'll never know if you can do it if you never try. I've wasted too many chances to let this one pass me by. I've been backing them up and packing them up and stacking them all up high as a mountain top. I'm never gonna stop. I'm pure hip-hopping, never stopping, body popping, beat dropping, thinking about my lyrics unlike most of the guys that chart topping, knowing that I never know why. You want a slow and steady singer, well I'm not one. My rap is quicker than a rapid fire shotgun. I keep it cooler than a freezing vat of liquid nitrogen with hypothermia even when I'm in the hot sun. I know you wanna find my weakness, well I got none. Just when you think I'm finished, you realise I'm not done. I spent a lifetime being told I couldn't make it cause my attitude was bad and my mentality was spot on. And now I'm staking my claim, I'm at the top of my game. Imaginary forces didn't make me insane, and so instead of dodging punishment, I'm taking the blame. And if I'm getting into trouble, then I'm facing the shame. It's Wilko Wilkes, remember the name. I'm making an impression in the back of your brain. I'm looking at you speaking from the heart when I'm saying I know that me and every one of you are one and the same. Because time flies by and I will never know why. If you need me, you know where I'll be. I'll be at the mountain top, cause I'm never gonna stop. Stick around and you'll see what I mean. Well, it was killing me having to sit back and watch it from my side in the cold. I'm dreaming of the feeling when you're breaking the mold.
Very good. Very good.
So I was rapping too quick for the video to keep up there.
Sorry?
I was rapping too quick, the video couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
I have a golden looking chain a little bit.
Yeah, I've had that before actually. Yeah.
I went to see them once instead of going to see Casadian.
Right, yeah, they were quite good to be fair. Yeah, a lot of humour about it. Yeah,
they were brilliant. Yeah, they were good stuff.
I love that train station scene with the guys. You know, they all your buddies.
Yeah, some of it. Yeah, I took a few videos when we were in Hamburg on a stag do. Yeah, it was my pals dancing, and then that random St. Pauli fan just turned up, and we were like, "Oh, we got to get this guy in." He just started shouting at us. He was like, "Are you guys Scottish?" We were like, "No, but come here, let's dance." Yeah.
Very good, very good. John, have you got a question for us?
I have indeed. Yeah. So, my question is: did you take any inspiration from any particular individuals? And if so, who and any artists that were particularly on your inspiration?
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, so I mean, I mentioned like Eminem. Obviously, my dad's an inspiration as well. He really sort of stoked the fire with my music, I think. But also, I just like I say, I've always kind of been into like frontmen, and I've got quite an eclectic music taste. So people like Freddie Mercury, who can just go out on a stage and like exude confidence and just do everything so well. I love Nirvana. Kurt Cobain, used to love him when I was like first discovering music as a young teenager. Like really got into Nirvana big style. System of a Down. I like a lot of that kind of metal and rock music as well as rap.
That's your dad's background, isn't it? Rock.
Yeah, he's
Your dad's
very
like
much
that.
a prog rock man.
Yeah.
Asia, Genesis, Pink Floyd.
Nice.
We could go all sorts of rabbit holes there as well.
Go on, tell us what's the future plan then? What's the future plan for your music work then?
Yeah, so my ultimate goal from the start was to build up a repertoire of songs so that I can do live sets. So I'm getting there now. I've got 4 singles released. I've got 2 that I'm recording on the 19th of this month. And I've got about 10 sort of half-written songs. So I'm going to build it up, and then I'm going to be doing some busking. I've got my first gig booked for December.
Cool.
And yeah, the idea is just to keep getting better, keep progressing, and do some gigging.
Yeah. Okay, we'll make sure that your details are in the in the video description below.
Thanks.
So encourage people to get on your YouTube, find you on Spotify. Your tracks are on Spotify, aren't they? Anywhere else that they can find you?
Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, but I don't really use Twitter much.
Yeah, so Facebook and Instagram. Okay, cool. So we'll make sure that we get those in the description below. Cool. Are we up for a game? Are we going to sort of change the pace and play a little game? You want to.
Let's do it.
Here we go. This is what happens next. Okay, so we've got some great clips for you this week. So, you ready for the first one?
Yep.
Yeah, green. Okay, the product is going to be easy because it names it, or you can see it. So, but it'll be the what happens next. Here we go.
And there's your beautiful baby.
Any day now.
Really? You're eating Doritos? He's eating Doritos on my ultrasound. Do you see what I have to do?
I know.
Give me that.
Yeah, what do you think happens next? Have you seen it? Have you seen it before?
No.
Okay, all right. What do you think happens next? Let's go with John. John first.
I reckon that the baby makes an impression on the mummy's tummy, which resembles a V symbol.
Okay, all right. Okay, Wilko?
Freeze frustration.
Yeah. Wilko, what do you reckon?
My uncle and my cousin both work making Doritos in Leicester, so I should get this right. But I think what's going to happen is the ultrasound looks a little bit like a Dorito, so I think he's going to try and eat the monitor.
Oh, okay, all right. I wonder if your folks have seen it. I wonder if your friends have seen it. Mark, what do you reckon?
Well, I think maybe an arm finds its way out somehow.
Somehow.
to the Dorito which has been thrown.
I like that.
Hopefully there's only one exit. Right, here we go.
Dorito.
Let's share the screen. Let's have a look.
Give me that.
Oh God, Mark got it.
Mark wasn't too far. Yeah, I think he gets a point for that.
Yeah, very good.
Oh man.
Very good. Okay, let's go on to our next one.
Danger excites me, but I can't fully enjoy it when I smell like fear and body odor, so I prepare myself with a manly scent of Old Spice Danger Zone. Because even if something bad does happen to a Danger Zone man, it won't smell like something bad happened, because the secret to smelling is...
What do you reckon?
That is so confusing. It's unbelievable. That's mental.
Did you okay, Wilko, did you spot anything?
Yeah, it was like an alligator, wasn't it, on the grass?
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that he maybe, grabs his leg and eats him.
Okay, all right. Mark?
Because some sort of aftershave commercial maybe, so, or deodorant type thing, so he may repel the alligator somehow.
Okay, all right. And John, any thoughts?
I reckon he gets the alligator and he ties it up in a knot and lobs it over the canopy of the trees.
Okay, here we go.
I hope so.
Danger excites me, but I can't fully enjoy it when I smell like fear and body odor, so I prepare myself with a manly scent of Old Spice Danger Zone. Because even if something bad does happen to a danger zone man, it won't smell like something bad happened. Because the secret to smelling is... And when you smell like Old Spice Danger Zone, trust me, you'll smell like you have nothing to worry about.
You smell like you look amazing.
Amazing, I know.
Introducing Old Spice Danger Zone with all-day odor protection.
Absolute genius. I love that. Let me just share the screen again. Here we are.
And when you smell like Old Spice Danger Zone, trust me, you'll smell like you have nothing to worry about.
You smell like you look amazing.
Amazing, I know.
Introducing...
I know. Very good, very good. I don't think either of you got that one right.
No.
Let's go on to the last one. Now, this last one...
Got to be Chunk Monkey?
It's not, no. I'll save that. No, it's not.
No!
Oh, I'm sorry. But it is a good one. So let's watch it. I'm not going to give anything away. Let's see what you think. What do you think happens? John.
Who's going first? Oh, me. Oh, God. Well, I reckon these ladies are, like, fearless, and someone tries to scare them by tickling the shoulder, and they turn around and just tie them all up in knots.
Okay, Wilko, what do you reckon?
I'm leaning towards either they do some sort of like flash dance style thing, like all get up and do YMCA or something like that, or
okay, all right.
Maybe the film is like Brokeback Mountain or something that you wouldn't expect them to be watching.
Go on, Mark. What do you reckon?
Well, I was on that sort of film theme, but a film you wouldn't expect, like a musical or an animation type thing when it started. Yeah.
Okay, all right. What about product? Just a quick one-word answer. Product. What do you reckon they're selling or marketing? Mark.
No idea.
Wilko.
Nothing.
John.
No idea. No.
Oh, right. You're gonna like this. Let me just take a couple of seconds for you. Here we go. Right. Genius. It's a bit flash dance.
That is brilliant.
So I might give you that one, Wilko. I might give you. It's a bit flash dance, like just because it was obviously
it definitely is flash dance.
Yeah.
Can I just ask John, slightly off topic, but Carlsberg, I've always thought, I don't know anyone who thinks Carlsberg's like one of the best beers, but the adverts, they're always like making it out to be this amazing thing. What's your thoughts on as a landlord on Carlsberg, John?
Oh, wow. I mean, I normally...
He's got to sell the stuff.
On these things.
yeah. Sorry.
Well, no, I'm completely free. I'm totally free of size, so I'm not committed to any particular brand or product.
He's sat on
I've never sold Carlsberg.
Oh, really?
He's sat on the fence here, right? Because he's a landlord.
No,
Mark, what do you think?
I'm not. All I will say is that I've never sold it. I've always sold Carlin. I don't know if you can read between the lines.
Yeah.
But I do agree. I do agree that the Carlsberg adverts have always been up there with the best. Yeah. So they've got a great advertising campaign. However, I've never chosen to sell any of their products.
That says it all.
Good answer.
That was what happened next. Cheers, guys. Brilliant. Right.
Well, this week, chaps, the first question I have for you was a very easy one to decide because of such a conundrum on episode 1 with the whole wasps episode. So natural led on. So, what are you most scared of? And you can't say wasps, Neil.
No, okay, all right.
So who's that going to go for first?
We'll let our guest start. Wilko, give us your first answer on this one.
Yeah, so for me, I've always had a fear of dogs. It's unpopular because I know a lot of people love dogs. And to be fair, I do like dogs. Just not very comfortable with them. My nan's dog bit me as a child. My mum was quite scared of dogs as well. I used to like, and my brothers, I've got 2 older brothers who used to like fill me with scare stories about rabies when we went to France and stuff like that. And so yeah, it was an uncomfortable relationship. But I'm always in favour of facing your fears. I've got a lot more comfortable with them as I've got older.
You wouldn't make a good postie then? No, not a good postie.
No, actually, I was a paperboy once, and I got sacked because there was a few houses with like dogs that used to run out when you put the paper in.
Yeah.
So those houses just used to lob the paper over the fence. And then I went back to like the next day to do my paper round, and he said, "Oh, they're absolutely fuming because the paper's just blowing around in the wind, like stuck to the windows, different pages and stuff." Like, yeah. So I was like, "Well, I think I was in trouble either way." Yeah, but yeah, got over that.
Go on, Mark. What's yours?
I think I'm scared of. I'm not a big lover of heights.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but considering the job I do, sometimes I have to go up to vast heights on scissor lifts or cherry pickers, or even scaffolds and build scaffolds, which are like 4 to 8 meters. And I'm not a big lover of heights. And I remember one instance, we're working in Southampton, Neil. We're building a new art gallery up near the Civic Centre.
Right, okay.
Yeah, there's a little park out the back.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
And this was like 10, 12 stories high, penthouse apartments, and it had scaffolding all around the outside of the building. And I had to work on this scaffold outside the building, going around each floor, measuring for these little plenum boxes. And to be running around this building on the outside, no. I was on my hands and knees half the time.
I can't think. I know that wasps is my big one. I mean, I'm stupidly scared of that. I don't really have anything else. I can cope with the dark. I can walk around in the dark. I used to go potholing. I used to be a caver, so dark never bothered me. Heights, I used to do rock climbing. I can go up a climbing wall like a rat up a drain pipe. I've got strong hands. I can climb those things really easily. So heights I'm good with.
You all right with snakes?
Yeah.
Cockroaches?
Yeah. And even spiders, I can cope with spiders, just can't cope with wasps. strange, isn't it?
Bees?
Yeah, well...
Hoverflies, where you think they might be a wasp for a couple of seconds and then you realise...
Yeah, I mean, you could go down that route, I suppose, but... you know, I wanted to be a stuntman as a kid. So I had no fear. You know, I used to do some stupid stuff. I used to stand at the top of the stairs, and my mum knew this because I told her, but Dad may not know this. But I used to stand at the top of the stairs and rock like this, you know, ready to launch myself, right? And then suddenly I'll just go woof like that and just literally tumble down the stairs, you know, like this, like you see in the movies, right? And that's what I did. I just, and then I'd end up at the bottom.
You did what?
Yeah, I'd end up at the bottom, right? And Mum would come running in, go, "You're all right, Sonny, you're all right," like this. And I used to kind of dust myself off and go, yeah, I'm all right, like this, you know. But actually, I'd done it on.
I'm just rehearsing.
Yeah, I'm just rehearsing. I'd done it on purpose, and I would tumble down the stairs. It was only in like, you know, recent years, you know, that I would have told my mum, you know, that that's what I used to do. And she goes, well, she didn't, you know, she was like, that doesn't surprise me, you know, it's like, because you were falling down the far too often, you know. So
Neil, you know, when Jackass came out, did you say they've stolen my idea?
Ah, you know, that was a genius program. I absolutely loved that. Yeah, that was my that was one of my you know, things. I used to really enjoy watching those. Yeah, anything stupid. So yeah, I have very little fear for stuff. Like when you were putting up some disco lighting, John, in your place, you happily went up the ladder because you were doing the electrics. It was only afterwards that you said to me, "You're not great with heights." Right?
Oh, I hate them.
I would have gone up there. I would have done it. You know, I would have, you know, done the drilling, and you know, it wouldn't have bothered me. You know. I'd be leaning off the ladder and stretching, and you know, yeah, you just get a feel for it. So yeah,
I don't like it at all. Yeah. I hate heights.
yeah. So I don't.
How are you on like hills and stuff? Because I quite like heights myself, and I started recently, you know, just going up 3 peaks and like doing big mountains and stuff. Were you all right with them, or is it just heights when you're suspended above?
Like when you're suspended, or if you're on a balcony, but it's got like a glass.
It's a fall.
It'd be perfectly safe.
I know you are, but it's just the fact you can see through there.
I walked across the glass in Blackpool Tower, right, and I jumped, you know, and my wife went loopy, you know, because she was creeping, you know, across the glass, and I'm going, "Oh, it's all right, it's all right." Yeah.
You're a father.
Yeah. So that doesn't bother me. Yeah, you know, I'm usually okay. So, John, have you got anything other than heights? What are you scared of?
Well, other than heights, I mean, I must admit, heights really do give me the willies. You know, they make my feet go a bit cold and tingly. It's strange. If you do like some sort of aerial shot over the edge of a skyscraper and look down, my feet feel like sherbet. It's horrible. Yeah, I really do get. But aside from that, what I find uncomfortable is large bodies of water. I don't like them. I'm
with you there. The sea, I don't trust it.
Like,
you know, you go to the beach, everyone's like, let's go swim in the sea. I'm like, no, it's not. It's terrifying. There's all sorts of
if you can't see the bottom, you know, if you can't see the bottom, you say, no, I'm with
you. Yeah.
I'm not.
I'd love to do the open water, you know, the open water diving, you know, stuff, and get the certificate to do the scuba diving stuff. I'd love to do that. You know, that doesn't bother me. It's strange, isn't it? I don't.
But it's fine if you can see the bottom.
Yeah, but that's called.
And if it's fresh water.
But that's called a swimming pool. Like...
No.
No problem with them.
I've been to places. I've been to the oceans where It's crystal clear, it's lovely, it's nice and still. Now, I've got no massive qualms with that.
Because you can see it.
But it's when it's... Yeah, it's when it's murky, or if it's I call it a cliff face, but under the water. So you might be able to wade out at knee height, and then suddenly it goes pitch black. And that's the point where I think, ooh, I'm not 100% there.
Switch off your phones, it's pub quiz time. Over to Mark.
Then, chaps, well, this week's quiz, it's got a bit of a theme. Every answer is a number.
Oh, okay. Don't require too much thought.
Yeah.
I can see myself getting 100% here.
But in the event there is a tie break, you'll need to add up all your answers, and the nearest number to the correct answer.
I like it.
All right, the tie break question this week.
Okay. All right. Is that number 10 then, is it?
Yeah. Well, no, that's in the event of a tie break.
Right.
You'd have to add them all up. Right. So we'll go with number 1.
Number 1. I'm just jotting down my numbers.
1
cool.
to 10.
Yeah.
So there's a few roller coaster questions thrown in here as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Number 1. What is the top speed of the world's fastest roller coaster in kilometers per hour?
In kilometers?
Yes.
Oh, I wouldn't have a clue. Is it like miles per hour, divide that by 3? Is that what they...
I have no idea.
You do that then, Neil, yeah.
I'll do that.
That's right, Neil. Okay. Number 2? Number 2?
Indubitably. There you go.
How many stripes are on the US flag?
How many stripes?
Yes. Number 3. How tall is the world's tallest roller coaster? In feet.
In feet, not in meters.
No.
No idea.
Mark.
Yes.
Is this world's tallest roller coaster situated upon a skyscraper? Or am I not allowed to ask any questions?
It's not.
I see what you're saying.
Why are you thinking,
is it the height of the roller
feet
coaster?
above sea level?
Or is it on
height
top
of a
of
roller coaster? Not where it is situated.
Okay, all right.
Right, okay.
Okay. Number 4.
Okay.
Right, Wilko, you can't cheat on this one because I've seen what's behind you. Which number on a standard dartboard is between numbers 1 and 4?
Sure, I can't cheat.
4.
I can't see, but I can't make out them numbers either, so I can't cheat.
I do should be playing more.
What's the numbers? Because I'm guessing there's more than 1. Have we got to add up what's between 1 and 4?
There's one number situated between the
it?
numbers 1 and 4. Yeah. What's in the
what I get
middle
with
of
my
them?
throws
What's in the
completely
middle
off.
of them 2 numbers?
Okay.
Okay. Number 5. What is the length of the world's longest roller coaster in meters?
Oh.
Cider.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 6. How many dots are used in each letter of the Braille system?
How many
dots in the Braille system?
Goodness.
Each letter is represented by a...
Ah.
Right.
What, Mark, are you saying that every letter has a set number of dots?
No. Each letter is made up of a certain number of dots.
Yeah.
And it's a different
It's just a
configuration
pattern
of
of each
them.
Ah, right.
So
I never knew that.
It might use 2 dots, it might use 4.
Are we looking for one letter? What's the maximum number of dots for one letter?
Yes.
Not for the whole alphabet?
No.
Oh,
one letter.
Oh,
Each
sorry,
letter
I
is
thought you meant the whole
Each
alphabet.
letter is made up of a certain number of dots.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, got
Right, okay, got you now.
Each letter in the Braille alphabet. Yeah.
Okay.
Number 7. By what other name is the Pepsi Max roller coaster at Blackpool also known as?
Another name?
Yeah. Quite commonly, some people call it one thing, other people call it Pepsi Max.
That's what it's called.
Didn't you say all the answers were numbers?
They are numbers, yes. So it's a number in this
I'm with you.
answer you're looking for. Yeah.
Oh.
Might help you out a little bit there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, help me out loads.
Right, moving on to number 8.
Okay.
How many wings? How many wings does a mosquito have?
Okay.
Right, number 9.
This is easy, this, Mark.
Yeah. Number 9. Back to Blackpool. On the steeplechase ride at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, how many horses race?
Steeplechase.
Yep. There's a ride called the steeplechase. So how many horses race at one particular time?
Okay.
Yeah. Number 10. Fairly easy one here for you to end with. How many fingers do the Simpsons characters have?
Oh, God, I could get this wrong now.
Is this not including thumbs?
Oh.
He doesn't know.
Just
Yeah, no idea. Yeah.
Do they have thumbs?
Yeah.
I've no idea.
Okay, go on. Let's rattle down through the answers.
On the answers.
Then. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's nice and speedy.
Number 1. Kilometres, 240 kilometres.
I got 200.
I put 150.
Okay. Right.
But
We're not getting first class and post Neil on this occasion.
But still not right then.
Only because I put 190.
190.
Yeah. And that was a Formula Rosso, which is located in Aberdeen, in the Ferrari world. Yep.
Ah.
The US flag stripes was 13.
I got that right.
Well, good stuff.
I can prove it.
Oh, they'll be asking for proof, don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it can show in this Google search history, can't it?
Yeah.
He knows it was 13.
Yeah.
Okay. The tallest roller coaster was 456 feet.
Wow. That's high.
I put
350,
500.
Not bad.
Who's closest?
150.
Neil.
So I put
Do I get a
350.
point?
So yeah, you're closest, John. But
No, you don't get a point.
I
Otherwise,
I thought you said it wasn't first past the post.
It's definitely first past the post on this question.
Yeah.
Right.
Go on,
The
Mark.
dartboard.
Oh, man.
Is it number 10?
It's
Is
not.
it 18?
It is 18.
Oh.
Right.
Yo!
Have you got that, John?
Good.
Yes.
Well done.
You can't read that dartboard from there, can you?
When you get treble 18, you can call it the wizard's sleeve. That's what I've heard.
Is that...
That's what I've heard.
Where are we going now? Number 5.
Number 5.
The length of a roller coaster was 2,480 meters.
I put 2,000 meters.
Wow.
I was nowhere near, but 550.
That was a good guess on my part.
Not a bad guess, Neil. No.
Still wrong.
I had 1.8 kilometres.
We're up to number 6. The Braille system.
Weren't we on meters?
We were on, we were on meters.
1.8 kilometres is very similar to 1,800 meters.
meters. Okay, go on. Yeah, sorry.
Number 6, the Braille system.
I put 3.
6.
It is 6, yeah.
Get in.
Oh, I crossed out 6 and put 8.
Oh. Go you first.
That's Neil's fault. Ask him to make questions.
Number 7, the Pepsi
The
Max
big one.
is also known as the big one. Yes. One for Neil as well.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Neil, don't invite Wilko again.
He's struggling here.
He's right.
Sorry, lads.
Yeah. Yeah, we've not fared well on Mark's quizzes.
The mosquito, it has 2 wings.
Ah.
Oh, that's a trick question.
Anybody go for 2? No.
I had 4.
I put 4, crossed it out, put 8, crossed that out, put 4 again, then crossed that out, put 8 again.
Number 9, the steeplechase.
Don't know,
Number
20?
of horses.
6.
12.
No,
12.
20.
3.
Eh?
There's only 3.
What?
Goodness me.
A red one, a green one,
That's
and a
a
yellow one.
rubbish race.
Yeah. What did you have?
It's only
Will?
like a little roller coaster, and you sit on the back of a horse, and it takes you
What
around the
did you
track.
have, Wilko?
I put 6.
You put 6. Yeah, you had a low number. Okay.
Right.
Simpson's hands.
Yep. Simpsons hands. Digits. 4.
4.
4. So,
Right. Have we got to add this lot up?
if you can,
Only
not been doing it.
Only if we need a winner.
This is going to take me ages.
we're going to need a winner because at the moment Neil and Wilko are on 3.
So what's John?
I got 4.
You got 4.
No, what's John got?
Did you?
I'll take that as a win, Mark. Because what's our
Wilko get 4.
I got 4, yeah, I've got 4. I got the
sorry.
stripes on the American flag. I got number 4, 18, the darts, the big one, and 4 for the last
sorry
question.
about that. Yeah, doing you out of a point there. Yeah. Oh well.
I have it.
What's
What's the prize?
what's our running score? What's our running score, Mark, for me and John over the past?
The running score is because last week we gave you a point
I
each
won.
because it was a bit of a draw. So the score.
So that was 2-1. That was 2-1.
So it's now 3-1 to Neil.
It's now 3-1.
Come on, John.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for that. Brilliant quiz. Enjoyed that.
Yeah, of course you, Neil. You'd say that.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah.
He's been researching all week.
Every dog has his day, Neil.
It's such low scores. I'm surprised
About
I'm
half
winning.
past 6.
Very good. Very good.
Okay, gents. The second question of the evening is: what is the scariest theme park ride or fun fair ride that you've ever been on? What's ever startled you the most? And why?
Okay. I'll come in here because I didn't have many things that scare me. All right. I grew up in Bridgewater in Somerset, and Bridgewater in Somerset has a very large travelling fair, right, that comes to town once a year. A bit like Nottingham Goose Fair, a bit like Hull Fair. It's quite a big fairground. I'm not scared of fun fair rides, right? Generally not that scared, not that bothered. You can tip me upside down, you can swing me around on all sorts of things, you can spring me off in a bungee, do whatever you like. This happened probably 5-6 years ago. We're not going back that far. It's about 5-6 years ago. Now I've put on a bit more timber, right? Okay, all right. So I'm a big lad getting on a fairground ride. Okay, and have you noticed that we're no longer dealing with bars, right? They've got these things that come over over the top of you, all right? It's like I don't know what they call them, like a big sort of frame thing that comes around you, all right? And it comes round.
Like a cradle, isn't it?
Yeah, all right. It comes around, but there's lights, all right? And the chap, as he's coming along, he's pushing to make sure that the light goes out or the light goes on, all right? There's like an indicator. Then he's pushing everybody, to make sure it's all clicking into place, all right? There was this one, right? It wouldn't signify for him that it was ratcheted, in enough on me, all right? So he's pushing, and he can't push my belly in, to get the thing to go down, all right? So he takes 2 steps back, all right? Runs at it and goes whack, and the light goes out, all right? I'm in, all right? It's a bit tight, all right, but I'm in, right? All right, and off I go, all right? Upside down, spin round, and I'm not. Right. There was one ride, okay, that had a bar system, all right, but instead of just the bar and the mechanism in the shoulders, all right, this one had a spike, okay, and the spike comes down, right, in between your legs, all right, and there's nothing underneath your feet, so your legs are dangling, all right, okay, and there's this bit in between your legs, that's holding your bottom half in, all right, and this spike comes over and goes underneath, all right. Again, same thing, can't get it to shut, all right, can't get it to shut. My dad's goes click, 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 because it's on a ratchet, and the spike is going into the thing, it's going click, 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 and locking in, all right. The girls next to me, these teenagers or whatever, click, 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 all right. They're all clicking in, as they're going, it's coming down and going click, 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 click. Gets to me, right, and the bloke's going like this, click. Right? I'm like, one click. And I'm like, it was that one time. I've never been so scared in all my life. This thing was rotating, spinning upside down, up really high.
And I had one click.
One click, yeah. I was a little bit squirmish on that one. Yeah. And my dad was like, one click, son, that's all you need, and I'm like, yeah, I was holding that, that brace, I was holding the brace.
It's all right coming from all 10 son of him, isn't it?
Yeah. I think, yeah, to say that I was so brave, throwing myself downstairs and doing all that kind of stuff and stupid stuff. That was the one occasion I did come off a little bit, I've made it down, I've made it through the ride and things. So yeah, that was a scary ride. Right, go on, Mark.
Mine's probably, well, when I was younger, I was pretty fortunate that I was taken to Disney World in Florida. Yeah, and it's probably the first time I went on a roller coaster that I can remember. There was one called Space Mountain.
Yeah.
Which effectively, it was a roller coaster in the dark.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was a normal ride. So the whole family went on this ride. Brian knew what this ride was. He'd been on it several times. And obviously, it's just a big roller coaster in the pitch black.
Yeah.
So that was my first sort of experience of a big roller coaster, and I was probably about 12 years old. So yeah.
Yeah, that's not your first choice. It's not a first choice for a roller coaster, is that?
No. But I must admit, the revolution at Blackpool still gets me.
Right.
It still gives you a bit of a shock. Because we went on that recently, not so long back, and yeah, still not a big lover of that.
Yeah.
So I don't like heights. I've been on that.
Well, the Pepsi Max one, as it comes over that first brow, it kind of looks like you're coming down onto the road until it turns and brings you back in, doesn't it?
I've not been on that.
Have you not? Give it a go, because you look like you're coming down on the tarmac.
Sam and Tom went on the.
Yeah.
No,
go on, Wilko. What's yours?
No, not too dissimilar to Mark, actually. When I was like 11, we went to Florida and to Disney World, and I was meant to be going on Space Mountain, but I never made it because the first roller coaster we went to there was it's called the Runaway Train, and my brother had bought this like Goofy hat, so it was like with Goofy, the
cat
character, with the big floppy ears, and the cat was like his big teeth. We went on this ride, and I get a bit of motion sickness. Didn't handle it very well at all. Just as the ride's finishing, knew that I was going to throw up, and I just went, turned to my right, threw up all over his legs and his new Goofy hat, which was on the floor. He got like 5 minutes before. My parents had paid like $30 or something for it. They were like, "No, we're not going to get you another one." So he was absolutely devastated. But then for his 30th birthday this year, I bought him the same Goofy hat off eBay. I found it, I gave it to him. So it's like 20 years redemption's finally been served.
Excellent. Very good. Go on, John. Have you been on something?
I think the one that gave me the willies the most was, well, there's 2 or 3 of them at Alton Towers actually.
Okay.
These Oblivion, when it comes over the edge and you're looking straight down that vertical, and it holds you there and it taunts you for 2 or 3 seconds before it. And all my adrenaline kicks in. It's horrifying. Hate it. I tense up like, walking on here.
I've never been on.
And the same applies with.
I've never been on it. So what are you looking at? Are you looking at a tunnel? Is it the one that goes in the tunnel?
You look at a vertical shaft, right? So what you do is you slowly ramp up and you come round a corner, and then it takes you over the edge and it pauses when you're looking straight down this vertical drop of probably 100 foot, maybe more. I don't know. But you're looking straight down, and it's horrifying. It's So the vertical drop, as it goes into the earth, it goes through a little tunnel and comes out the other side, and the ride is over at that point.
And that's it.
The whole point of that ride is but it's horrifying. You absolutely go through the mill.
It sounds like torture when people actually pay good money and queue up for like hours to get on these things.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've never been to Alton Towers.
And we've got 2 more now. Have you not? We've got 2 more as well, similar sort of like horrifying standards. So Nemesis, and there's another one that maybe Mark or Wilko will be able to remind me. There's another one where you are suspended below.
For a long time. The only one they had was Corkscrew.
Oh.
I've been in one of those terrifying lifts.
Not nice for either of them.
You know, where you go into an elevator and you feel like you're going up, and then suddenly the bottom of the elevator opens, and you know you see a video screen underneath you as the the thing starts shaking as though you're actually the elevator's dropping. Have you ever done one of those?
Oh God,
they're great fun.
No, I don't want to.
I might consider panicking at that point.
yeah. Oh no, yeah. You see that? Yeah. It's all good fun, isn't it? There's a
in fact, isn't there an Owner Fools and Horses a sketch where they got stuck in the lift, but they didn't actually get stuck in the lift?
I don't know. Is there? There's a great ride at Bridgewater Fair, all right, called the Rotor, right, and it's a steel drum type thing, all right, and you walk in this door and you all stand round the edge of this drum, right, and the whole thing just starts to rotate, okay, all right, and as it rotates, it's picking up speed, and the G-force is making you stick to the wall, all right. Okay. At which point,
yes.
At which point, the floor starts to drop, all right, and you're stuck to the wall, all right, and the whole G-force, you know, the thing that's kind of the pressure that's sticking you to the wall, you know, it's absolutely genius. I went on that when I was a kid. I went on that when I was a kid with my dad. My dad took me on. Back then we didn't have health and safety. You just take your kid on a scary ride, don't you? And things, you know. But he'd always look down and go, "You all right, son? Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I love it." You know, and he's going, "You all right, son? Yeah." You know, so my dad took me on all these stupid rides, you know, when I was a kid. And my dad's getting on in years, right? Okay, he should have retired a few years ago, right? So he's still working. He still goes to Bridgewater Fair, and he still goes on the big ride called Air, which is a spider of cars, you know, or arms, you know, full of seats, and it's on a big arm or whatever that rotates, goes upside down, and rotates around and things. And he goes on it every year. Yeah, goes on it every year. Yeah.
Well, man,
he's the oldest customer. You know, because they're all kids. It's all kids on there, and they all look at him like he's going to have a heart attack. You know, but he loves it. Absolutely loves it. So good on him. Good on him.
Right, boys. Haven't you got home to go to?
Thank you, Lauren. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys, for another great night. Thank you, Wilko Wilkes. Make sure you folks get to follow some links down below. Go and find his YouTube page. Go and listen to some of his tracks. If you're a Spotify user, make sure you've liked his tracks and follow him on there. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Wilko, for doing our opening track for our shows, which people are enjoying and listening to. And thank you, guys. Don't forget, folks, click the subscribe button and tap the bell. The bell will tell you, it'll come up as a little notification on your phone to say when our next episode is on, which will hopefully be next Friday at 5 o'clock, because it's always 5 o'clock somewhere. We've lost Mark. Where's he gone?
Right at the last minute. Yeah. He's out of here.
Oh, yeah. All that spiel. I'll have to do it again. Hey!
Hey, Mark.
Yo! Dilly.
Where did you go? I hadn't quite finished, Mark.
Oh, no.
Right, I'll start all that again. Right, stay where you are, Mark. Don't move.
I'll try.
And so that'll be that. And also click the like button. Apparently, it helps with our YouTube stuff. So do that for us. And we'll see you next time. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time.
Yep. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Guys,
nice
cheers,
to meet you all.
Wilko.
See you soon.
Cheers, Wilko. Cheers.
Take care.
Thank you.